It's the NFL on EA Sports as we are in the inner harbor of Baltimore at M&T Bank Stadium. The two teams emerging from their respective tunnels a minute ago to the approval of this Baltimore crowd. They're all set as their Ravens will match up with the San Francisco 49ers. It's a rematch of Super Bowl 47 -1 Harbaugh. The Ravens and 49ers are underway. This is taken at the 3. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Let's go.
They'll run for the first time with Mark Ingram. And he'll get about 4 across the 30 to the 32. 4 yards the result on the first play from scrimmage. Second down.
Second down 6 at the 32-yard line.
On second down, it's Ingram. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
I know when I was a kid, I always got real excited when I saw those lateral-type runs. But the best backs that made it happen, they put a foot in the ground and just go. That didn't happen there. That play got swallowed up.
And he's got Snead. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 45-yard line. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Tighten up.
Out of the gun, they give to Ingram. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Check. Watch 54. Hey, we got to get this stuff.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. D. Ford able to get him for a loss of about 3. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. And a nice job there defensively to contain him and get him to the ground a few yards short of the first down marker. Decent gain on the scramble to 6, but now it's 4th. 4th down, here's Jackson. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. This is Ingram on 1st and 10. He stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. On 2nd and 9, Jackson, he's got it to Ingram, complete. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. The Raven passing game getting in sync, another first down. Jackson from the shotgun. This one complete to Ingram. And he's able to get it down to the 2-yard line. Only a yard on the completion. It's 2nd and goal. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
From the 2 now, 2nd and goal. Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Garoppolo going to bring the Niners up here 1st and 10 at the 20. They'll run for the first time with Tevin Coleman. Fights forward for only about a yard up to the 21. 2nd and 9 now from the 21. We're scoreless after 1.
Here we go, here we go. Baby!
On second down now, it's Coleman, and he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Garoppolo after the fake give to Breida. Deep ball for Goodwin. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass. I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
21.
Throwing is Garoppolo on third down. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football, but you're exactly right. It looks like they're going to have to punt this one away, and it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they had all that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. The offense staying out there. They look prepared to go here on 4th and 10. They do go for it. It's Garoppolo. And this is going to be incomplete. Boy, a real head-scratcher there. And it'll be a turnover on downs. Well, that, my friend, I guess is the definition of a head-scratcher. 4th and long, this stage of the game. What were they doing?
I just have to believe that he looked at the situation, still in the first half, decided there's a time to be aggressive. Now was it, because there's still time to make up for it if things don't go right. Of course, a lot of questions on this one. And look, I want to go for it as much as anyone.
But 4th and long?
Yeah, I don't think I would have there. That one seemed a little bit on the irrational side.
Fans might be a little angry at that one.
1st and 10 at the 17-yard line.
Ingram again, a first down carry. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
On 2nd down, Ingram. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10 brings up 3rd and 1.
You go tight. You got tight. You got tight right there.
They'll try to run for the first with Ingram. But he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. And they got 3 yards. That's enough. A conversion, and now it's 1st and goal.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Jackson will look to throw it. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Willie Snead there to make the grab as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Fielded about a yard deep. Dances by him. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. Looking for more there on first down, but this throw downfield, incomplete. The intended receiver, Marquise Goodwin, but it'll be second down.
Here we go.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10. On second down, a run with Breida. Able to slither by. He's got the first down and more past midfield. 22 yards there, a first down.
Would you say this offense is locked in right now?
They're having no trouble on this drive. What is it, 3 plays, 3 first downs?
Yeah, you talk about on the march. They keep this up, they'll get to that end zone real fast.
Here's Garoppolo to throw. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. All right, CD, let's take a step back. Look at the AFC playoff picture with just 3 weeks to go. Hard to believe. Essentially, I think it's 7 teams for 6 spots right now. The Ravens are in, looking good for the number 1 seed at 11-2, essentially with a 2-game lead over the 10-3 Pats, who they beat in Week 9. Then what, we got Chiefs in the West leading right now. Texans currently ahead in the AFC South. How about that wild card picture?
Yeah, how about Buffalo? They had a tough loss at home to Baltimore, but boy, they're playing awfully well, and guess what? They go to New England next week. That game could have big ramifications. And the Steelers, how are they 8-5 on their 3rd, maybe essentially 4th quarterback of the year since they traded Josh Dobbs in preseason? Incredible job Mike Tomlin has done as the head coach there. But the team to keep an eye out for in the AFC South, the Tennessee Titans. They are hot right now, 8-5, and running the heck out of the football with Derrick Henry.
Yeah, I mentioned the Texans currently holding the AFC South lead, but they also have that 8-5 record. It's going to be close down the stretch. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Well, as we hit the home stretch of the regular season, just 3 weeks left. Let's look at the slate for Week 15, some of the more intriguing games. Houston and Tennessee, that's a big one in the AFC South. Rams going to Dallas. Buffalo at Pittsburgh, that's a Sunday night game. And then Charles Davis, he'll be taking his park into the frozen tundra. You've got Chicago at Green Bay this week.
Certainly do, and I'll take a heck of a lot more than just my parka. I will look like Big the Michelin Man when it's all
into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason Verrett. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
21. Here we go.
A shotgun snap for Garoppolo. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
You're trailing, you're trying to get points late in half. I absolutely understand that. But remember, it's all about the ball. And without the ball, you can't get those points. They just turned it over.
Now you got to be careful because that deficit can get a little bigger on the other side with that good field position they just took over with. This will be caught by Brown. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown as the first half is winding down. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken short.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 34-yard line.
Here we go.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of the teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything. At least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Taking a shot for Samuel. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And he will be brought down as time has now run out on this first half of action. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. They were trying to create some space to run. They created the penalty.
And you work on it so much. You work on it so hard. But it's tough to simulate game speed in practice. And that often runs you into a penalty.
Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15.
13.
Garoppolo going to hand this one to Coleman. Tackle made there by Josh Bynes. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game. On first down, here's Breida. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Breida. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11.
11.
They'll run with Coleman on first down. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Earl Thomas in on the stop.
One, Omaha.
They stay on the ground. Again, it's Coleman. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play, and it's going to bring out the 3rd down. They fake the give. Now Garoppolo looks to throw. He's going to fire one deep over. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off inside the 10. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
The drive starts here with a carry by Ingram. He'll be upended at the 18. That's a very helpful pickup of 9 after the play began at the 9. tuck it and run. And they'll bring him down here up at about the 22-yard line. A 10th carry here for Mark Ingram. And an alley. There goes Mark Ingram, the 40. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big pickup of 38. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
So line of scrimmage still at 39 on 2nd and 10. Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Makes it 3rd and 4.
Jackson hit, and he lost the football. And now this is scooped up by the 49ers. He's at the 40, past the 20, 10, and across the goal line into the end zone. Touchdown, 49ers. This defense, Charles, they needed some type of a spark to help get them back in this game. I think they just got their spark.
No doubt about it. And you know, that's all they discussed. How can we get ourselves moving again? How can we get our team going? This definitely qualifies.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and that'll make our score 14-7. So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. This fielded at the 2. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll be looking to make amends for the events of a moment ago. A fumble return for 6 points.
You absolutely have to protect the football. That's got to be priority number one because margin for error is starting to slip away. Now it's down to a 1 score.
That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Marquise Brown, his second touchdown of the afternoon as the Ravens push further out in front. Not a whole lot to recap on that drive. Just one play, 75 yards to the house.
Yeah, it's a long way to go. And remember, rarely is it a straight line 75 yards, too. Got to have a little extra in there. So whatever the final number is, a well-deserved seat on the bench, a little oxygen if he wants it as well.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know what, a good one's going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
And running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it. Back now in Baltimore. It's 49er football, but some ground to cover. They find themselves behind as we hit the 4th and final quarter. From the gun on 3rd, Garoppolo. Goodwin able to haul it in. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That's the first catch of the game for Goodwin. It's a first down. Garoppolo on first down. Open man is Samuel, complete. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 13 yards there and a Niner first. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A really nice gain of 25 yards. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. It'll be a pickup of 5 on the keeper. It's 2nd down.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
2nd and 5 now. Garoppolo. And this is going to be intercepted. Snags it for the pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran the wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing them.
There to stop him on the defensive side, Fred Warner. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. From the gun, Jackson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Here's Jackson on 3rd and long. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And incomplete here to bring up 4th down as the rookie couldn't haul it in. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they're going to fake it from deep in their own territory. Oh, and this turns into a mess as it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Jarquiski Tart. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
And he's going to get this one down inside the 15. On 2nd and a couple. Garoppolo flushed out right. And it looks like he'll be just a yard shy of the 5 here as he's out at the 6. Nowhere to go downfield, but he's able to get out of bounds and stop the clock here with a 1st down.
21. Here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. 5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And he'll take this into the end zone for a San Francisco touchdown. Raheem Mostert taking it in as his guys are back within a single score. Gold with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So a minute and change to go, and this is going to be an onside kick. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. From the gun, it's a run for Ingram. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give him 17 on that pickup. They run. It's Mark Ingram. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And the 49ers now going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this 4th quarter. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming. Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. Snead's got it. They'll wind up with 7 on the dump-off, but it'll set up third down. Now San Francisco going to call their second timeout as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go in the game. Here's Jackson. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. D Ford drops him for a loss of 10, and it's going to be 4th and long. And now the Niners going to signal for their third and final timeout as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
56.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And an alley to run. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages.
1st and 10 at the 16-yard line.
Ready. 54, right there. 54, Mike. Hey, D-line, let's get in there. Let's get in there.
Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack.
54.
Throwing now is Jackson. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And he's only going to get a yard from the 20 to the 19. And whistles, and they take their final timeout with 7 seconds left. Seventh play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. Now Jackson. And that is incomplete. 2 seconds left on the clock.
Incomplete. Results in a 4th down.
Now the offense not going anywhere. They're staying out there. They've converted once already on this drive. Here they go again on 4th down. On 4th down, Jackson. And this will be caught. Well, forget taking the knee. Some late gamesmanship here as they throw for a late touchdown.
And this is obviously quite a performance. And most of the time when we talk about someone putting a team on their back, I think we're talking about a guy who runs the football. In this case, it's a guy out.
Oh, and it's a fake. They'll try and throw for him. And this fake extra point attempt failed big time. Not only did they not get it, they went backwards. Action to the final whistle in this one. Not only the touchdown at the end to add to their lead, then they tried to put more on top of the 2-point conversion but didn't get it.
That's someone that wants to win and by as many as possible. They don't get the 2-point conversion to add on top, but just the idea of going for it with that type of a lead already when they didn't need to do so, that tells you what his mentality is. He's an attack, attack, attack coach. Always attack.
That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. The Ravens are victorious here as we say so.